Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the Biden administration's border policy turns out to be like leaving the key under the mat for terrorists, or possible ones at least. According to the latest Border Patrol records obtained by Fox News, about 24 suspected terrorists were caught at our southern border in 2021. Those apprehensions are just a small snapshot of the escalating immigration crisis. Customs and Border Protection said in a court filing that more than 221,000 migrants were encountered at the border just last month, which is approximately 28% higher than March last year. Shocking, to say the least. Joining me now with reaction, Todd Bensman, Senior National Security Fellow at the Center for Immigration Studies and author of America's Covert Border War, the untold story of the nation's battle to prevent jihadist infiltration. Todd Bensman. Todd, thanks for being with us.
Great to be here. Thank you.
So tell me about this national security threat at the border as it pertains to possible terrorist infiltration. As I'm sure you can imagine, usually when this kind of story comes up, you get from the legacy media a lot of eye rolls, and this is fear-mongering and it's nonsense. What's real, what's not?
Well, what's real is that migrants are coming from all over the world, 150 different countries. They always have, but there are greater percentages coming to the border from around the world now than ever before. Fully 40% of everyone who reaches the border now is not from Central America or Mexico. They're from all over the world, including all of the countries of the Middle East, South Asia, Afghanistan, Pakistan, North Africa, all of these Muslim majority countries where we know terrorist organizations operate. And it should not be a surprise to anyone that migrants who reach our border sometimes are already on the FBI's terrorism watch list. And that's what the Fox News report shows, that 23 of them last year, which is about, from my knowledge, a fairly normal number, about 20 a year we get like that who are already on the watch list.
Now, so about 24 suspected terrorists is the headline here that got so much attention. Do they ever track down? I mean, is this a possible name mismatch situation, or there's names of people from certain countries that might be spelled? You know what I mean? Or are these people that are actually on the radar because they're supposed to be on the terrorist watch list radar, and therefore, what do? We find out that they've gotten into the country or tried to.
No, these are going to be fingerprint matches, and they also use retinal eye scan and triangulated photographs. This is biometrically confirmed, these things. And just to give you an idea, I mean, we have had several Yemenis cross the border recently in Calexico, California, who were on the FBI's terror watch list. One of them, who was on the higher threshold no-fly list, had a SIM card hidden in the boot in his shoe. And we had a Lebanese-born Venezuela just cross a few months ago from Brownsville into Brownsville, and he was a substantial derogatory intelligence information on him from Venezuela, probably Hezbollah, although the documents don't say that. The FBI goes down and interviews these migrants in the detention facilities to try to figure out something about them. And they recommended the FBI that individual stay in custody as a high flight risk and a high risk. ICE headquarters intervened on his behalf and cut him loose.
Don't miss American Scandal, Hunter Biden. A new First TV exclusive special hosted by Buck Sexton. Available right now only on the First TV app.